Greetings and welcome to Lupusology. My name is Gary Hultman. My wife Florence was diagnosed with lupus 31 years ago on October 11th, 1980. She was 16 going on 17. In May of 1990, Flo began a lupus flare that continues to this day. During the summer of 1997, with little warning, lupus attacked my wife's central nervous system, ending her career and life as she knew it. But we finally had a reason for her crippling headaches, which had afflicted her for 5 years. Some lasted as long as 6 months. Her condition today is very serious, if not grave. She receives hospice care, and many family members don't understand this at all. So we're on our own here, and we need help. Unfortunately, there are over 35,900 websites you can go visit on living well with lupus. But according to Google, there are 0 websites dedicated to living poorly with lupus for people like my wife. Florence and I hope to raise awareness about the devastating effects of neuropsychiatric systemic lupus. It's also known as cerebritis or CNS vasculitis. Back in 1997, when Florence was diagnosed with NPSLE, very little was known about this form of the disease. Keep in mind, the American College of Rheumatology, the ACR, was still 2 years away from its universal classification for NPSLE. Florence and I felt like pioneers as we had to learn how each of her symptoms were related to this disease. Sadly, few rheumatologists in America today understand NPSLE and continue to balk at the thought of prescribing serious pain medications to counteract the crippling brain pain, which is one of the many wonderful symptoms of this dreaded disease. I hate to break the news to them, but Florence and I know more about NPSLE than most. Our hands-on experience of 31 years covers everything from autonomic system failure to vasculitis. I want us to speak the truth to this deadly form of lupus. I want us to speak the truth about supporting the women or men who one day suffer the usual lupus symptoms and the next day they're battling some form of lupus dementia. Don't these lupus sufferers deserve our support? Or do we allow the disease and the incredible costs of medications bankrupt them after a lifetime of giving to research that has produced no decent medication for lupus in 56 years? Hey, great job. If I performed so well in my job, they would have fired me 50 years ago. I have 2 goals. First is to be able to continue to provide the 24/7 care for my wife Florence. I also want to warn teens of the symptoms of NPSLE that if you have no idea this is coming at you, this monster sends spiders into your vision and different things like this. Those early signs are what we have to talk about, especially for teens who have been diagnosed. It's very difficult. But I do have a dream, and that's to attain a beautiful multi-room, medically staffed, single-level facility overlooking our beautiful Lake Michigan, specifically to provide care to patients who are suffering from this debilitating form of lupus. I hope to name it Flo's Home for NPSLE Care. NPSLE places an unfair burden on families as coping skills of the patient at times are very challenging. Their medical needs become overwhelming. No one understands or believes them. And most of all, no one has the patience to deal with the brain dysfunction of lupus. Florence and I both would like to thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and hope that we may be able to share with you the many solutions Flo found that enabled her to continue to cope and find ways to manage with a brain that betrays her every step of her day. Thank you.